reading the Psalms in this way and being able to study them to a greater extent than I had before, it really does make me laugh sometimes at just how similar we are to these biblical characters that we read about. You think that the couple thousand-year gap or the couple, maybe 1,500-year gap we have between certain biblical figures and biblical characters makes it seem like it's impossible that they would ever be able to relate to us or vice versa. It might seem that they're too far out of grasp. But in reality, I experienced the same thing that David does. He says, when I felt secure, I said I'd never be shaken. Well, when I feel spiritual, I won't hesitate to tell anybody about it. When life is good, or when I'm feeling like God has been blessing me, I have no problem talking about my relationship with God at work, with my coworkers, with non-believers, with my friends, even with you guys. You walk through the doors after a good week, and it's like, woo, I feel God's call on my life. I feel where He's pulling me and where, He's pushing me in this direction, that direction. I evangelized to so-and-so. I talked to this person. I even actually prayed for somebody. I went out of my comfort zone. When I'm feeling spiritual, I have to let everybody know because I feel like I'm on top of the world. I feel like David when he says, I will never be shaken. But then when David says, when you hid your face, I was dismayed. I know that feeling just as well. And I'm sure a lot of you do too. You come down off of the high of a good week with God, a good week of reading your Bible consistently, of doing that extra step of prayer time that you might have. And then that same sin that has been, the thorn in your side that Paul talks about, just comes back into your life again, and all of a sudden, you're not talking about God with your coworkers anymore. You don't push through the double doors of the church as excitedly as you did last week. When we're trapped in sin, when I'm trapped in sin specifically, I feel lost, broken, helpless, hopeless. I feel like I'm being weighed down by the decisions that I'm making, by the consequences of my actions.